Hi, Oakhurst family. I'm Gaela Peters, and I joined Oakhurst in the winter of 2018. My stewardship scripture is the story of Noah and creation, which we find in Genesis chapter 9. God blessed Noah and his sons and said to them, "Be fruitful and multiply and fill the earth. The fear and dread of you shall rest on every animal of the earth, and on every bird of the air, on everything that creeps on the ground, and on all the fish of the sea. Into your hand they are delivered. Every moving thing that lives shall be food for you, and just as I gave you green plants, I give you everything. And you, be fruitful and multiply, abound on the earth and multiply in it." Then God said to Noah and to his sons with him, "As for me, I am establishing my covenant with you and your descendants after you, and with every living creature that is with you, the birds, the domestic animals, and every animal of the earth with you, as many as came out of the ark. I establish my covenant with you that never again shall all flesh be cut off by the waters of a flood, and never again shall there be a flood to destroy the earth. God said, "This is the sign of the covenant that I make between me and you and every living creature that is with you for all future generations. I have set my bow in the clouds, and it shall be a sign of the covenant between me and the earth. When I bring clouds over the earth and the bow is seen in the clouds, I will remember my covenant that is between me and you and every living creature of all flesh, and the waters shall never again become a flood to destroy all flesh. When the bow is in the clouds, I will see it and remember the everlasting covenant between God and every living creature of all flesh that is on the earth." God said to Noah, "This is the sign of the covenant that I have established between me and all flesh that is on the earth." As nighttime filters through my day ever earlier and earlier, the level of wonder and exhaustion seems to have amplified to a record level. The routines that we've lost and that have slowly begun to recapture, only to shift again and again, keep me rooted to the exploration of faith and to Oakhurst in a way that I had not been able to fully measure until they came to an abrupt halt in the spring of 2020. The clouds certainly did overtake the skies. So much was unmoored. And yet, through those clouds came the bright light of the rainbow, of God's covenant with us. We are not lost. We can find anchor in the eternal promise of God with us, surrounding us with daily reminders of the love in which we are all held. As I look to the skies for that covenant reminder, the colors of the rainbow spectrum are the ministries of Oakhurst that have buoyed my spirit these last 20 months. Our sacred spiritual practices group, how could technological connection feel so intimate? Vibrant youth ministry and campfire connection, as the wild and woolly days of adolescence are shaped by conditions none of us could have predicted. Church, beneath the bright rays and among the joyful, playful sounds of God's creation. YouTube chats that remind us of our everlasting family of faith. Celebrations of the lives of beloved members of our community who have gone to be with the Lord. These connections of our faithful community are the roots of my appreciation for all that Oakhurst has provided my life, and they are the daily reminders of our sacred covenant, the covenant made to me as a child of God, honoring the eternal hope of God's love through a personal commitment to the work of Oakhurst Presbyterian is my own covenant to the ministry of faithful people in ever turbulent times. For this love, we can, and I do, give great thanks.